Alright, this is Worksheet 2-1 for the class Language of Algebra. If you're watching this video and you're not taking the class, just know that this worksheet pertains to the class. In the class, I taught these concepts, so I'm trying, I know what my class should know by this point, and I'm not going over the stuff that they should know. But if you want to take this class and learn this skill, all you have to do is go down into the description, copy and paste the link. It will take you to where you can actually buy this class. So if you are my student, I want you to pause this video and grade yourself. Okay, I'll scroll down a little bit in a minute and then come back if you want to watch any of the questions done. So go ahead and grade yourself right now. Okay, I'm assuming that you paused yourself and that you're back now. So number one, we're combining the like terms. We have a 4, So in the first three, we're just combining those like terms. We've kind of done this over and over again. So as you can see, the 4b and the 3b can be combined. 4 plus 8 is 12. It's going to be 12b. Negative 3, got to take that negative with it, plus the 4 is going to make 1. If I take 3 away from 4, different signs I got to take away, I'm going to get 1. We got to distribute this 8 through, so 8 times m is 8m. 8 times 5 is 40. And the last one's a big one. And this last one's more confusing, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to distribute through the negative 2, so negative 2 times x plus negative 2 times 5. It's going to give me negative 2x plus a negative 10. Got to resolve these two, and the negative is going to win. All right, now I got to do the same on this side, but when I do this, I got to make sure to take negative 3 times everything. So it's negative 3 times x plus negative 3 times the 4, okay? Which, if I bring it all the way down here, is going to give me negative 3x, negative 12. All right, combine these like terms. This negative 2x and this negative 3x are going to give me a negative 5x. This negative 10 and negative 12. It's like I'm adding up my debt. I'm going to get a negative 22. All right, so in 4 through 9, your answers might vary because basically you just need to be able to identify the operation going on and use a word from your word list that means that operation. So in this one, it should be 142, some word to mean minus. So the words that I put in the box, you could use a different word for. Then 19 is being multiplied to the t, so I need a word that means multiplication. Doesn't have to be times, it could be one of the words from your word list. All right, the 16 and the g are being multiplied together, so you have to use a word that means multiplication, and then 16g is being added to 7. So remember, the words in the box, as long as you use a word that means the same thing, you can have a different word than me. 20 times, and remember 2n is in parentheses, which means it's the product of. Okay, it has to have this terminology, the product of. It has to be the product because it's being multiplied. But the times could be different. 20 times the product of 2 and n. Remember, whatever comes after is what goes in the parentheses. That's really the only way you can write the rest of it except for that times. 15 divided, it should actually be divided by, I should have highlighted all of it, 3 times y. Okay, so times could also have a different word for it. All right, in this last one, 12 is being added, and you could have used a different word for added, to 9. The 9 is being multiplied to the f, so I have to have a word that means multiplication, and that is being subtracted by the 12, so you need to use a word of subtraction. Remember the words in the box. are the words that you can use a different word that means the same thing. All right, this is in parentheses, so I have to have somewhere in here the product of. And then I have to have what goes in the parentheses, 2 and n, comma, because there's something after it, you have to put that comma in to show, okay, there's more to my thing, but it's not in the parenthesis. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. 5 times the x. So this can be a different word, but it has to mean times. The x plus, I could use a different word for plus. 3 times, remember that 3 is being multiplied by that parenthesis, so I could use a different word for times, but the product of 2 and n needs to stay the way it is. Now I could do a different word for this subtraction, and make sure you have this comma. So that's the best I can do. We're going to have varying answers on this. As long as you get the right idea, you'll be fine. Okay, keep practicing these, and I'll see you in the next video.